First time back together on the stage, because I know your live performances are definitely memorable and people that go there are going to have an amazing time. But I want to know what it was like the first time. Was it just organic and it was just there again when you got on the stage for that first time after all those years not being together?
Yeah, I'll say something. Well, it's interesting. Our first time back playing together was actually making the record. In fact, we had no rehearsals, no pre-production of any sort, and Raoul didn't make work tapes or anything. We just all showed up at the studio, and the very first song we cut is the very first song on the album, and we got it within like the second take, and it just kind of all magically came back, and we were like, oh yeah, this is what we do. And then it all fell in pretty quickly right after that. So,
well, what's interesting about you answering with that answer about the studio being the first thing, and it was a question about live music. I love that because, in a way, that is the process for recording with this record and with the band in general. It's truly a live experience as well. It's performance related recording. I mean, yeah, it's a studio. There isn't an audience per se, but there's not that sort of stripped down piece by piece kind of assembly. This is a live capture a moment kind of band. And then of course we took it to the live stage itself, and the fans are then a part of the group as well, the audience, whether it's a little 300 500 person Nashville audience or 1,000 people somewhere else or bigger, and they begin to play into it. And yeah, there was that riding a bicycle kind of analogy. Everybody, and in fact, one of the great things I enjoyed was watching Jerry Dale, who had walked away from music entirely, come back and in many ways lead, energy-wise, he was leading the charge in many cases. I mean, Raoul would hand off these songs, and the keys might have a real key role, and Jerry Dale would just be pounding it for all he had. It was just a phenomenal experience to even watch that and hear that.